My name is Kolby Kirk, and I was the title artist for Mile, Mile and a Half. I was traveling northbound on the Pacific Crest Trail from Mexico, and the Muir group was traveling southbound on the John Muir Trail. And we crossed somewhere in the middle of the Sierra. I heard from other hikers previously about the project and about the camera gear that they were carrying. I had a lot of respect for what they were doing. And I happened to say hello to Rick and Jason and maybe even Jen. It was very fleeting, but it was memorable. I hiked almost 1,700 miles, and it was one of those moments that sticks out. I got into contact with Rick, and the next thing I know is being asked to work on this project, and I couldn't believe it. It was a dream. The idea of hiking and including the artistic aspect of life with the hiking aspect of life coming together, and I really felt that I found my family. Journaling started, I did as a child, keeping notes about interesting articles I read or in National Geographic. But for the most part, it started when I went on my first trip to Europe in 2001. When I got there, arrived into Europe, it was September 11th, 2001, and I found it pretty poignant for me to record what I was seeing. I tend to only journal while I'm traveling or hiking. Being out there, it's almost meditative for me to journal about it, to spend time writing and sketching what I'm seeing and feeling and doing. It's something to make it more permanent than my memories. I like using watercolor pencils, but it got really difficult to carry 50, 60 pencils on the trail. They'd be easy to lose. So I invented this watercolor pencil palette using an old frame. I cut them and carved them and glued them in, and I carry this everywhere. It's very lightweight, and I can get quite a few colors from it. It was great to be able to read some of the journals from Jen and to review some of the footage. It allowed me to get more into their trip and how their journey on the John Muir Trail happened, and to use that to create the title chapters. Working with watercolor is like wrangling cats. It can go wrong very quickly. So I do admit I had to start over from scratch on quite a few of the pieces of work, but I would have to say that the hardest was the group shot, to be able to line up an actual photo. It's when you're working with painting trees, you have a lot of areas to use your own artistic touch, but when you're painting people, I find it very difficult. So that last shot, the group shot, was by far the most difficult, but I'm really glad after quite a few attempts to have come through with something I'm proud of. At first I was curious on who else you had help with this project, because it was so good. I'm like, that's not my work. It just really popped. I just really enjoyed the quality of the paper that came out with the filming of it. It was really nice to see it there. It was a pleasant addition to what was already a brilliant film without it.